we were discussing sounds, that is one letter assuming two sounds. This change depends upon the position of that particular letter in a word. If it is in the first position, it has its natural sound. Suppose it takes a second position, it changes its sound. Now, let me test. Whether you can read this. This word has ku in two places. The first letter is ku and the last letter is ku. Now, I want you to pronounce it and find out the difference between the first sound and the last sound. This is ku, no doubt. This is ra, ing, ku. After a nasal, this ka assumes a different sound as we saw earlier. So, this will be ku, ra, ing, gu, kurangu, meaning a monkey. So, the position of a surd, a hard sound in a word decides its pronunciation. We have seen enough of examples under this category. Let us have some grammar for a change. When you parse a noun, you go in for the person, number, gender and case. I hope you remember all these things. When we take up a noun, we have to find out in what person it is. You know, there are three persons and each has a singular form and a plural form. So, now we shall see what they are in Tamil. I am not going to give you the name and confuse you for the time being. First person, singular, na, in, non. Non means I, you know naturally. And the plural is nom. And one more word, what is this? Na, ing, ka, il, nangal. First person plural has two words. One is nam and the other is nangal. And what is the difference between these two words? Naturally, there must be some difference, otherwise they need not have two words. So, this nam is inclusive of the second person. When I say we both can go together, by both I mean I include you. So, this nam is inclusive of the second person or the person opposite, whereas nangal is excluding the second person. first person singular non, first person plural nam or nangal. Nam is inclusive of the second person and nangal excludes the second person. Second person singular ni. Second person singular is ni and second person plural is ningal. Now that you know all the sounds, you must be able to read freely. This is nangal, first person plural. This is ningal, second person plural. And it has another function also. This is second person plural. It has another function to play, another role to play. That is to say, this is honorific singular. In the Indian languages, they make difference between the second person plural as an ordinary one and an honorific one. This is called honorific singular. To an equal, I will say ni, and when I address somebody superior to me, I will make use of the word ningal. So, this is honorific singular. This is a, va, in, avan is he. This is a, ba, il, aval, she. We have seen all these words earlier. A, du, adu is it. Avan, third person singular, masculine. Aval, third person singular, feminine. Adu, third person singular, this is neuter gender. These two stand for human beings, where you have the difference of masculine and feminine. In the neuter gender, you do not distinguish like that. So, this is a, du, adu. Do you remember when I gave this word for the first time, adu, I made a mention that this is a personal pronoun. Now, you find this taking place under person, third person singular for neuter gender, adu, adu. Avan, masculine, aval, feminine. So, what will be the plural? For avan, avargal. For aval, avargal. For both, the plural will be avargal. Now, I have put another word here, avar. Avan and aval clearly state the gender. this ends with N and this one with L. So, they indicate the gender easily. This our is a honorific term as we saw earlier in second person. Our is singular, it is honorific, it is used both for the masculine and feminine. Avan becomes our when he is to be given some respect. Aval becomes our when she is to be given some respect. So, our is an honorific singular term and ourgal plural for third person. Third person plural ourgal, singular with a difference in the gender avan and aval. For neuter gender it will be adu, and for neuter gender the plural will be avai. Third person neuter gender plural. Nowadays this is written as avaigal also. This is avai and this is avaigal. Both mean the plural of third person neuter gender plural. I will just mention one point here which I will take up later on. In all these plural forms, whether it is first person, second person or third person, in plural form you find a kal is added. Nangal, neengal, avargal, avaigal. This kal is the plural suffix. That is enough. I will tell you later on how they are added. Now, under person, we have seen first person singular non, first person plural nam or nangal, second person singular ni, second person plural neengal, and neengal is for singular and plural also. Singular if it is honorific and plural if the people are many. And third person singular avan masculine, aval feminine, adu neuter, and for these three respectively it will be avargal, or honorific singular will be our for avan and aval both, and avargal for both, and for adu it will be avai or avaigal. Hope you have caught the points. Once again remember, first person, second person, third person, masculine gender, feminine gender and neuter gender. I will read only the Tamil names now. Nan, nam, nangal, ni, neengal, avan, avar alladu avargal. I have used a new term. This is the term I use now. அல்லது is simply or. So, நீங்கள் honorific singular அல்லது plural. அவன் is our with respect. அவள் also is our with respect. Both of them have அவர்கள் as the plural. அது has அவை and அவைகள் as plural. Now you have learned the person and also a new term அல்லது, அல்லது for or. I have framed a sentence with this word and the words you have learned just now. நான் அல்லது நீ. Anybody? நான் அல்லது நீ. What does it mean? I or you. In English, you will not use that. You or me. But in Tamil, the form does not undergo any change. So, நான் அல்லது நீ will be okay. Now, I change the person and அவன் அல்லது அவள். அவன் அல்லது அவள். He or she. The third person singular is a pronoun for all purposes. Remember, adu, it. Again, I am going in for a sentence. adu, oru, maram. Adu, you know, it was taught earlier and now also you studied it. Adu stands for it. Maram you already know, I am sure. A tree. And oru perhaps you have not come across so far. This means one. It is a tree. It is a tree. அது ஒரு மரம். Now, this is a complete sentence and naturally this is a complete sentence also. You will find this is missing in this sentence. So, without that also, without a verb, a sentence can be formed. அது ஒரு மரம். Oru is the adjectival form of ஒன்று. I will tell you now. அது ஒரு மரம். அது ஒரு ஆலமரம். அது ஒரு ஆலமரம். You know adu, you know oru, you know maram, and I have given one adjective here, alamaram, put together. Alamaram is a banyan tree. Adu oru alamaram. It is a banyan tree. Now, let me make this sentence a little bit bigger. See, this will give you a confidence that you can read a book without much difficulty. Adu oru maram, first step. Adu oru alamaram, second step. Adu oru periya alamaram. It is a banyan tree. It is a big banyan tree. So, periya, you know, we have come across that earlier. And what is the opposite of it? For periya, siriya, small. Periya has the small ra and siriya has the big ra, the hard sound. So, periya alamaram, a big banyan tree. Adu oru periya alamaram. Now, you can compose one sentence like this very easily. இது சிறிய வீடு. இது ஒரு சிறிய வீடு. இது, you know. அது is it and இது is this. இது ஒரு சிறிய வீடு. This is a small house. வீடு, house. So, you have made use of the third person singular neuter gender in these three sentences. We have seen the difference of persons, first person, second person, third person, and in plural we have got two types. The first person has an inclusive pronoun, an inclusive plural, and an exclusive plural. And in second person plural, you have an honorific singular and a plural. And under neuter gender, you have two forms, avai or avaigal. And for avan masculine gender, it will be our honorific. For aval feminine gender, it will be our honorific, and for both the plural form will be our girl. So, next we will take up some more grammar so that you can form a sentence on your own.